Good morning, everyone. It's 5:42 in the morning, 13th of November, 2022. I've been awake about an hour. It gets light, an hour. I'm approaching South Australia, and with that, the time shifts a little bit. It hasn't quite changed yet, but this is day 13 of my trip, and this is day number 8 of actually cycling. The other days were when I first arrived on the 2nd of November to the 4th, where I got into the B&B, unpacked the bike, fixed things, set up a Telstra account, and all the normal administration stuff. But here I am now on day 8 of cycling, which is around about 900 kilometers so far. I passed through from Perth to Brookton, from Brookton over to Corridon, and then to Hayden, and then to Norseman. Spent a few days resting in Norseman because the road from Hayden to Norseman was quite tough. The one I took anyway. There are easier routes. And then I left Norseman with the intent of going about 100 k's to a place called Fraser Range. It turned out to be closed, and then as I approached, the rain came, so I carried on cycling basically through the rain rather than set up camp. I ended up coming to Baladonia, and what that actually meant was that I did 194 k's that day, just over 10 hours. But what it meant positively is that I was a day ahead. So I'm a day ahead of my schedule. So yesterday I rode from Baladonia to this place here, which is one of the many off-road camping sites. This one's called Baxter Rest Area. It's 114 k's from Baladonia, and it sets me up now for the next step today, 13th of November, to Cochelbiddy, which is 132 kilometers down the road. Before I get to Cochelbiddy, which is a roadhouse or a petrol station, a truck stop, I pass through a place called Ceduna. So that's another rest stop, petrol station area. So I'll stop there for sure, stock up with any supplies that I need, and then continue. I've got all my water with me. I'll be carrying on the bike today 10 litres, and that's to get me to this next location. And of course, I'll replenish anything I need on the route. And the reason why I'm carrying so much is because the day after, there's another long distance and not as many places to get stuff. But I'm in my tent now. The bike is just outside, under the shelter. There's one of these drop toilets, as they call it, just across the way. Behind me, there's a few people camping in their caravans. It rained during the night, and it's overcast now. I think it looks like a bit of a tailwind, but it could be a side wind as well, so we'll see about that. So my plan now is sort my kit out, which is all here. These are the side panniers. These are the side panniers that I use. I have two of them, one either side, and I have this goes on the front of the bike, and I've modified it to put these pouches on the side so that bottles all fit inside like so. And these bottles are a litre, and I purposely bought them for that reason, because of the size. So on the front of my bike I've got 6 litres access directly. Here comes the rain again. So we'll hope that stops. But I've got my rain gear. I've got my little camp stove here, which I've made a cup of tea this morning, and so I've had something to eat. I'm about to get myself ready to set off. If it rains, I'll just put my rain gear on and crack on, and but hopefully it'll just be a passing shower. The other 2 bags you can see behind me are these are the side pannier ones. Now these are the smaller version, and it's and the bags I've bought are all Oatlib bags, so they're waterproof naturally, and the other bags I have on there, I have 2 bags on the top of the bike and 1 bag under the bottom, and I've centralized most of the weight in the center. So in the center carriage I have 3 water bottles there, so that's 2.5 litres. And then I have an undercarrier bag with my tools and things that I need instantly to fix the bike, and above the bag I've got my power bank, and the power bank I've got 3 of them. So this is one of the 3. This is an old one that I've had, which just lasts forever, and it's a good make. But there's all different types on the market. But the higher the power, the better it is, what I'm suggesting here. And I've got 3 of these. So when that runs out, which it has, it's solar panelled. So I'll put it on the bike and it'll charge itself today. So this is my second one. And my third one, which is still in the bike, which is slightly bigger than these 2. So I've got more than enough power. So and that generates my phone, Garmin, and the lights I have on the bike, things like that. So all in all, it's quite cozy in here. This tent is a 1-man tent, and I'm going to do a separate video on this. But it's more than enough space. As you can see, I've got everything in here, all my bike stuff, my clothes, my camp stove, and there's still plenty of room in here for everything. So once you see that video, hopefully you'll go for this. It's not top of the range, but it's not bottom of the range, and it does the job. And it's waterproof. It's rained a few nights while I've been out, and I've never been wet. And so I recommend this tent when you see the video. So that's me. All's well. No problems with the bike so far. The gears are working well now after the Highland and Norseman road. Yeah, it's another day in paradise, as they say. So onwards and upwards, and only think about today, because that tomorrow will take care of itself. Take care.